Hello, and welcome to another episode of Full Sail Live. I'm your host, Travis Rose. We're 1 month into the NBA season, and the Los Angeles Lakers have fallen to 8-9 on the season. Los Angeles is missing Trevor Ariza and Kendrick Nunn, who haven't played in a single game this season. Rising star Taylor Horton Tucker has returned to the lineup and has been efficient, but only scored 2 points versus the Boston Celtics, his lowest scoring game since his return. LeBron James scored 23 points, while Anthony Davis added 31 points, and Russell Westbrook finished with 12 points. Let's head down to Boston for the highlights. The Los Angeles Lakers went into the half leading 61-60. We jump in at the second half. Boston Celtics legend Bill Russell was in the building tonight. The ball movement was key to the Celtics' success tonight. Marcus Smart drills the three-pointer. Bang! This Boston Celtics team started to come alive in the second half. Smart with the assist to Al Horford. Boom! Tatum is the leader of this team. Fadeaway. Bang! Ex-Laker Dennis Schroeder had a solid performance tonight, while Tatum was just a force to reckon with. Finished with 37 points, leading the Boston Celtics to a victory at home. The Lakers tack on another L for the loss column. It continues to be a struggle for the Los Angeles Lakers to finish games down the stretch. Even with the returning LeBron James, how can the Lakers turn the season around? I'm joined by our very own Sean Paris. Hey, Sean, what are your thoughts on the Lakers turning the season around? LeBron James returned last night from a abdominal strain versus the Boston Celtics, although it wasn't enough to defeat the Celtics, 108-130.
Thank you, Travis. So the with LeBron returning last night, it looked like he was struggling a little bit. He put up 23 points in playing 30 plus minutes. And for LeBron, we've seen better out of him. And with the Lakers, this team, I think they need to find their chemistry this year. On paper, we got players that are fantastic. Carmelo Anthony, Russell Westbrook, LeBron James. But the problem is I think the Lakers, those players have too big of egos to co-insist on a court together. I think it's going to come ahead and it could implode on them if they can't get it together. And that is why they are 8-9 so far this season.
LeBron James continues to be the key to the Los Angeles Lakers' success, even with Anthony Davis and Russell Westbrook in the lineup. Let's face it, the league is getting better, and Anthony Davis is a top 5 talent, but he doesn't consistently play like it. As it goes for Westbrook, his jump shot is non-existent, and his turnover rate has been at an all-time high. The pair must improve their performance going forward.
Look, the Lakers, on paper, fantastic, but they are too heavy and too reliant on James. If this team really wants to turn it around, Westbrook needs to stop turning over the ball, start scoring, and Anthony Davis needs to start getting consistent. He needs to really start putting up the points and stop having games where he puts up 30, looks fantastic, shows why he's the top 5, and then the next night go and put up 15. It's not good. He's not showing why he should be on this team.
Hey, Sheen, I caught up with Lakers LeBron James after the game. Here's what he had to say.
As we continue to log more minutes, I'll continue to see where we're great at, where we're not so good at, things that we can improve on. Like I said, it was my first game, 2.5 weeks. I believe this is Taylor's third game, I believe, back, maybe 4. But, and just trying to figure out rotations. Obviously, coach trying to figure out rotations and who to play when and how we can be our best on the floor for 48 minutes. So, we played some good ball at times tonight. Obviously, third quarter has been really bad for us this year. So, got to try to figure that out and be better with that.
The Lakers have lost the first 2 games on their 5-game road trip. They head to Detroit next, a game they should win. Well, it's going to be a battle coming out the Western Conference this year with Stephen Curry and the 14-2 Golden State Warriors. leading the way. The Warriors are my favorite to make it out the Western Conference this year. Stephen Curry has been on a tear this season, putting him in the running for MVP. But it's early. If Curry can continue to play like this, when Klay Thompson and James Wiseman return, the Warriors will have the best chance to come out the Western Conference. The Warriors will have a chance to secure the number one seed and the home court advantage in the postseason. Thompson and Wiseman has officially been cleared for contact and have looked good in 5-on-5 workouts. I wouldn't be surprised to see the pair on the court in the near future.
Okay, yes, the Golden State, they're great. They've been great. They've won championships. But here's the team that has taken up and has won 10 in a row that we aren't talking about. Phoenix Suns. They've rebuilt. They're dominant. They're 12-3 this season. They're right there, right behind Golden State. I have a feeling that if we don't watch these guys, they're going to come up and sweep us by, because if baseball's taught us anything can happen.
Well, Sheen, you're right about that. First off, I want to thank you for your insight and joining us on these debates today. That's a wrap for today's show of Full Sail Live. Join us tomorrow. Rose out.